Top stars in WWE have done a lot of work to reach the pinnacle of sports entertainment. During that time, their lives inside and outside the ring have been under a microscope, with fans viewing everything and repeating whatever they hear. While some stories are crazy and turn out to not be true, others have been proven to be correct and stick around. Here are things top WWE stars want you to forget. While Roman Reigns was not always accepted as a top star in WWE, it's clear that fans are willing to acknowledge him as the tribal chief today. Going back to WrestleMania 32, Roman Reigns had defeated Triple H to win the WWE Championship. He still did not have the fans on his side, which of course led to him being booed. Regardless, he would end up having two great title defenses after against AJ Styles at the Payback and Extreme Rules pay-per-view events. At the latter event, Seth Rollins would make his triumphant return and attack Reigns to close out the show. This caused a match to take place between the two former members of the Shield at the Money in the Bank event. Seth Rollins would shockingly come away from this match as the champion, which only lasted a short while thanks to Dean Ambrose cashing in his Money in the Bank contract on Rollins to close out the night. It turns out that this decision for Reigns to lose the title was made due to him failing a drug test. He would be suspended for 30 days, with it revealed later that he had tested positive for Adderall. Reigns would take to Twitter to apologize and own his mistake, but it's certainly not something he wants fans to remember. Back in 2015, the social media accounts of Seth Rollins would be compromised. With this, a nude photo of WWE talent Zahara Schreiber was posted on the Twitter and Instagram of Rollins. While the pictures would be deleted, Rollins' fiancée at the time, Layla Schultz, would post Zahara's name on her Twitter account with question marks. Schultz would then post nude photos of Rollins. While it seemed that her account could have been hacked as well, she would note that she definitely did this in response to the question of if she posted those pictures. The posts would be removed, but unfortunately the internet never forgets. Schultz would then take to Facebook to post what appeared to be text exchanges between Rollins and Zahara. Rollins would even take to Twitter to say he's sorry, writing, "I would like to apologize to all the WWE fans and my family and friends for private photographs that were distributed without my consent." Matt Riddle has had quite the run in pro wrestling, especially in WWE. Prior to this, he was on the independent circuit like a lot of wrestlers starting out. There, he would have a relationship with a pro wrestler named Candy Cartwright, who would go on to accuse him years later of sexual assault, as she recalled this incident from them being on the road together. During the van ride, when the three other wrestlers had fallen asleep, Matt asked me to hop on his dick. When I refused, although we had previously been together, I was incredibly uncomfortable in that setting. When I said no, he grabbed me by my throat, choked me, and said, "What if I just made you?" I ended up giving him oral sex, praying someone wouldn't wake up to get out of having intercourse with him. It was incredibly humiliating. It is never okay to put your hands on a woman. It's also not okay to not listen when she says no. Riddle would respond to these allegations in the form of a video. Here's the clip.
I'm gonna make this quick. I have never in my entire life sexually assaulted a man, woman, or anybody. And that includes Samantha Tavell, Candy Cartwright. I never sexually assaulted you. The story about that band trip and the driver being asleep and me forcing you to do stuff and hop on whatever is a complete lie. It's a fabricated story because you're still mad. You know why you're mad? Because yes, you're right. We had an affair. You have plenty of evidence of that. And you know what? I never denied it because it happened. Do I want to talk about it? Do I really want to share about it? No. It's embarrassing because I feel like a real piece of crap cheating on my wife and doing that and now having to talk about it publicly. But I have to. We had a relationship. We had a fling. I started to get sad and depressed because I was lying to my wife so much to hide what I was doing. I was lying to all my friends because I didn't want anybody to know, because it's not something cool. I didn't want to brag about it. I tried to end it. I told my wife about you and us. I tried to end it. I blocked you. I blocked your social media. You then started using messaging apps and you kept coming. I blocked those. I got a new number. You got my new number and kept messaging me. You literally got on social media accounts for other companies, kept messaging me until I blocked them. Now you have literally started harassing me, showing up to hotels, harassing my friends. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? At this point, you have to realize if you don't think you're stalking me or harassing me, you're crazy. And if you are at home and you don't think that's harassment, you're crazy. At the end of the day, I'm not perfect. We did have an affair, and I'm not happy about that. But I never sexually abused anybody. I never sexually assaulted anybody. And when I wanted to get out of this relationship, out of this situation, she said no, and she kept pursuing me and harassing me and stalking me. And then when she didn't get her way, she used the Speak Out movement to try to ruin my career. Completely unacceptable. That's all I really have to say. That's the story. Everybody have a great day. Take care. Later.
An ex-girlfriend of Riddle's would also accuse him of cheating, as she took to Twitter to write, "I lost it today being sent a vid of Matthew with a woman he sent me pics effing just a couple weeks ago. But this vid, he was with her on February 11th, 2022, when I was his girlfriend. I love this man. Sadly, I still do, not wanting to. But as effed as it seems, after friends and family going through months and months of our messages and knowing the countless phones I've made crying to them, I didn't realize what kind of sick, effed up relationship I was even when I tried to get out multiple times. How poorly I was treated, the things I was doing just to make him happy. The blame I put on myself on top of the blame he was constantly putting on me. It was so toxic. I am human. I have snapped. I don't care that I seem crazy. It's because I have gone crazy from now having everything these past few weeks come to light all at once. It's enough to make anyone go crazy. This man hasn't just done this to me. That's what kills me. And some of the women I've spoken with still love him after years and months going through situations like mine. But I won't stand by and be quiet. I'm the wrong one to break." Starting out as Husky Harris on NXT to joining the Nexus and later going back to NXT to form the Wyatt family and bringing that act to the main roster, Bray Wyatt has had an incredible run. Then of course he would become WWE Champion and later become The Fiend. Now he's back in the company once again, as it remains to be seen what is next for him. While that's all well and good, it seems Wyatt did end up having an affair. His wife at the time, Samantha Rotunda, would end up filing divorce from Bray in the summer of 2017, alleging he was having an affair with WWE ring announcer JoJo Offerman. It was reported that 31-year-old Samantha Rotunda's high-profile Miami lawyer, Ray Ruful, told DailyMail.com exclusively he obtained phone records showing that Wyatt is maintaining continuous contact with JoJo. According to Jim Knox, Bray Wyatt's attorney, "I do represent Mr. Rotunda in his dissolution of marriage case in Hernando County, Florida. As you know, these cases involve the private lives of the participants and sometimes unpleasant disputes. I would ask that you respect the privacy of both litigants in this matter, and I have no other comments to make." In his counterpetition for divorce filed in Hernando County, Wyatt requested an injunction to force his wife to keep quiet about the split. He claims she made defamatory statements about the husband to several people in the community in an effort to ruin his reputation. He also accuses her of posting lies on social media in an effort to damage the husband's business ventures in the entertainment industry. In Samantha's response to Bray's request for an injunction, she says it is a shame that the husband would make such false claims and accept such media gaming. Miss Rotunda will not only prove husband's allegations and claims are nothing more than a media ploy and endeavor to create an offensive to defend his adultery and misdeeds. Husband's deceitful allegations and defamatory statements are decidedly an attempt to pull the wool over the public's eyes when his antics and affairs became more public. Of course, today Bray Wyatt and JoJo Offerman are still together and even have had 2 children. Brock Lesnar won the NCAA heavyweight title, the WWE championship, and would go on to become the UFC heavyweight champion. Lesnar has one of the most decorated careers across multiple sports. Brock has always been on the receiving end of questions regarding performance-enhancing drugs, given his size and physique. For his return fight to the Octagon in July of 2016, he would face Mark Hunt, known for his knockout power. Lesnar would ultimately win the fight, using his wrestling to control Hunt, and picked up a unanimous decision victory. Following the bout, it would be revealed revealed that Lesnar tested positive for a banned substance, specifically clomiphene, an anti-estrogen agent, which can help to elevate testosterone levels. Mark Hunt would say this about his opponent from UFC 200, telling the MMA Hour that, before the fight, I was assuming he was cheating. Look at him. There's no way that guy makes 265. That guy is a gimp. He's sticking needles in his ass like the rest of these cheaters. And the thing about that is, he's sitting here saying this is a fair place. Well, it's not fair. These guys are cheating and they should be in court for it. They should lose all of their money if they're cheating, because if I die in there, who's going to look after my family? That's corruption, man. These MFers should be penalized hard. Dirty, scummy, cheating scum. That's how that monkey won his world title. He didn't do it by doing it clean. He did it by cheating, just like the rest of these cheaters. This is one of the most legendary rumors that has ever been come up with surrounding the pro wrestling world. Randy Orton is known for having attitude issues and causing problems with people backstage in WWE. Of course, he's probably grown out of these habits, given he was so young during his early days in WWE. Still, it was rumored that Randy Orton had defecated in a bag of a female WWE talent. While that's hilarious when you first hear it, you come to realize that this was probably an instance of the story getting changed after going from person to person. The woman that had her bag in that WWE locker room on that fateful day was former star for the company, Rochelle Lowen, as she said this about the incident during an interview in 2005. It was just merely self-tanning lotion and baby oil, but I wouldn't put it past him to in my bag. Orton would also acknowledge this story as Trent Beretta took to Twitter to write, I bought an Xbox controller that's the same color as my wrestling gear. Someone please in my bag, I deserve it. The Viper responded with the thinking emoji. Becky Lynch has had an incredible career in WWE, with her greatest achievement by far being her win at WrestleMania, defeating Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair to become the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. She's also a proud mother, a child she had with her husband Seth Rollins. Between being a mother and WWE Champion, there's a lot to be proud of. Still, there are some that thought Lynch had taken part in an adult film. As Ringside News reported years ago, we were actually sent this video by a fan who was asking if a video called Becky Lynch Sex Tape was the genuine article. We took one look at the professional nature of the filming and scrolled down to see Haley Ryder featured as the actress. So no, it's not really Becky Lynch. As it so happens, Ryder does look a lot like Becky Lynch, so it might be great for someone with an imagination, but it's a stretch. The video used, which claims is a sex tape of the man, was actually uploaded on an account that looks to be a wrestling related account with one other video. This tactic seemed to work because the video was featured on a major pornographic website and plenty of people watched it. The video is currently sitting at 1.1 million views in just a few days. However, the original video that is actually on Haley Ryder's account, which is the exact same video with a different title, only received around 25,000 views. Those are still great numbers, but it's not going viral with a Becky Lynch sex tape numbers. Fold School would add in 2019 that word going on in the adult entertainment industry is that Haley would love to do an official parody of Becky Lynch in one of her movies, as in a wrestling-themed adult movie, but it's pretty obvious she won't get the permission from WWE.